Okay. Good morning, everyone. Let's call court to order. Today is Tuesday, July the 30th, 2024. Proof of posting, please.
The agenda was posted on Thursday, July 25th, 2024 at 4:40 p.m.
Okay, and if we could at this time, let's stand for a moment of silence, and then we'll be led to a pledge of both flags by Veteran Service Officer Steve Hernandez.
Please join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I Texas pledge
Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas,
one state,
under God, one and indivisible.
Thank you. Has anyone requested public comment this morning? None? Okay, thank you for that. And then we have what we'll do today, just so everyone kind of understands, is we're going to breeze through court pretty quick, so those that choose to make the service at 11 can. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to accept all the department heads' reports by acclamation, if that's okay. And so we come down to item D on the agenda. Is there any report that anyone would like to pull for discussion, or are we just content this time to have them, look over them, and call the questions that we have?
I'm fine with just acclamation.
Okay.
So move.
Second.
We have a motion for acceptance of all county head departments' reports by acclamation. And a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Dustin, are you on, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right. I know there are certain items on here that need to be hit today, and if you would, take us there.
Sure thing. And I do want to point out, Colin Coker was going to come this morning to go over his report, but we've asked him to come tomorrow because they were budget related. So he'll be here in the morning and during the budget work session.
Sounds good. Thank you, sir.
So under item E, budget amendments, E1's the FY25 budget. Francis, do you want to go ahead and do the salary orders under E1B this morning?
Oh, yes, and we'll hold A till tomorrow. So these are the 2025 salary orders for the district court reporters, the county auditor, and the county auditor's office. And the hearing was held on July 10th, 2024 by the district judges, and were approved that day as well.
Okay. Any comments or questions? What's the pleasure of the court?
Motion to accept for recording.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
All right, moving on to item F, grant proposals. F1's our ARPA discussion. We just put this on the agenda should it be needed for today. I know Francis and I will be talking this afternoon about some ARPA-related discussions that can be just talked about tomorrow during the budget work session. So if it's all right, we'll just move on.
Yes, sir.
Under item G, additional items, G1's regarding the November 5th, 2024 joint general election, authorization of vote center location change. I'd like to call on Jared.
Morning, Court.
Morning, Jared.
So what we're talking about here is I'm looking at moving one of our election day vote centers. Currently, we have one that was located at Waco 25th Street Fire Station. That's in Commissioner 2's district. And I'm looking at moving that to Commissioner 3's district, which is at Journey Christian Community Church out in the China Spring area. The reason I think that this move should happen is currently Commissioner 2's district has 2 more vote centers than the other 3 commissioners, which have 11 each. So making this move, I think, would kind of make everything a little more even amongst the commissioners. And the other reason why I'm looking is at 25th Street, that fire station, the parking and the entrance to get into the fire station is not ADA compliant. Changes we've made to make that parking compliant, I don't think are very safe. We had to put it on the street. We all know that that fire station was recently run into by a car, and putting a parking place out there, I just don't think that's a very safe or very smart idea. So I'm looking at moving that. And the church has been very open and accepting and excited about having us out there. The only caveat, I guess, is that they don't want any political signs out there, but I think that's kind of a minor issue. So if y'all are okay with this move, I just kind of like to put it on record that we're going to make this move.
Well, considering that there is not a, this opens up another voting center in the China Spring, which is a very growing part of our
Exactly.
area.
Yes.
I think this is a good idea and would make a motion to accept that from Jared.
Okay.
And I agree. I think that, it's a very, this vote center, it's going to be located there in the population center where all the new buildings are coming up and all the new houses are being built. And it's important that we have something to serve those voters.
Yes, sir.
Second motion.
We have a motion and a second. We have any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Right, moving on to item G2 regarding the McLennan County Local Provider Participation Fund, authorization of commitment, declaration of intent for intergovernmental transfer regarding uncompensated care. Heather?
Yes, sir. So this is similar to the CHIRP, TIPS, and RAPS commitment forms that we have completed earlier. This is just for the uncompensated care demonstration year 13.
Okay. Questions or comments?
And it has a due date of August 2nd.
Okay.
Motion to approve the declaration of intent for intergovernmental transfer regarding uncompensated care.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
All right, that is all the action items. Tomorrow we'll be under a new agenda that has the budget work session language and the proposed tax rate language. So I don't know if there's anything y'all want to touch on budget this morning since we did that so quickly, or we can adjourn and move on to tomorrow.
Do you have anything?
I don't, I know Zane had some information about the vehicle request, if you want, or we can hold that until tomorrow.
I think we can do that real quickly and knock that out.
Good morning, everyone.
Morning, sir.
I was unable to attend yesterday due to work, but I understand there's some discussion about the vehicle. I'm here to answer any questions. I did ask purchasing to get a price for a Tahoe, and the thinking was that the equipment in the back of the pickup truck gets dirty, going down the roads, the county roads, and so to keep that clean, I thought have it enclosed, and so I thought of a Tahoe. Had it equipped for engineering services, such as a distance meter in there, wig-wag, construction lights, four-wheel drive, the bumper, grill, guard, tow package, and tinted windows, and then the weather tech for when we, it's often muddy and rainy and we get in and get out, and so keeping the carpet on the bottom of the vehicle clean. But anyway, with all that is around, and of course they think it's going to be less, but they provided it around $85,000 for being high cost, just so that it would be high enough to get whatever comes in. And then I asked for a truck, and they said it'd be a few $1,000s more for the same equipped for a pickup truck. So I'm fine either way, however y'all want to do it. I'm just happy that the court is supportive of the engineering department, and so I understand that there may be perceptions, and I don't want to go against the grain in any way, but that was my thinking when I put in an order for the Tahoe instead of the pickup truck. So I just wanted to put that
The
out.
Tahoe is going to be less than the truck?
Right, it'll be a few thousand less, yeah. That's what purchasing tells me, and then I don't know if that's in addition to adding the bed cover to keep whatever's in the bed a little cleaner. That might be an additional cost, but so on.
We,
Will, that was the conversation we had with our rep at, that we normally get vehicles through. That the pickup was going to be a little bit more than the Tahoe. It seems odd, but that was,
it seems extremely odd.
I think there was also a delay issue, wasn't there, Ken?
yes.
Pickups were
yes, they don't
later.
have word. Yeah, they don't have word on the pickups yet. They do have word on the Tahoes.
That's through government purchasing?
Yes.
Who's the vendor that we're using now most of the time?
Silsby, and they represent a lot of the different models that we purchase.
And I'm certainly not doubting anything. I'm just perplexed that a pickup truck has now become the equivalent of a Tahoe. or
I worried,
actually more
because
expensive.
I priced a Tahoe not too long ago. That was almost $100,000.
Can, do you mind, Captain Nixon, do you mind coming forward, sir, just for a question? Because maybe, are you guys seeing that as well? And I'm not doubting Ken or Zane here. I'm just,
Well, and we're working on getting hard copies of the quotes. It's just that we kind of hit him late and trying to get that to come forward. And I think he's trying to be conservative to not say anything out of the that he can't do. So
right.
So we purchased from Silsby as well. And whatever the quotes are from Silsby, I would say they're pretty good. Depending on how the vehicle is equipped, obviously, the pickups and the Tahoes could be equivalent or real close. And not seeing the quote, I don't know.
Really?
I'm all for saving money.
Well,
If the pickup's more than a Tahoe's the way we need to go.
Can I make, I was gonna say, I was looking.
How equipped are they?
I haven't seen the quotes.
Okay.
And I know it depends on the upfitting needed,
Yeah.
but the request we have in capital outlay that we've been going through, so for the transport Tahoes, those are right under 80,000, and then the patrol Tahoes are 106.
But that is after the.
Yes, that's
upfit.
complete, so
Right.
Told you.
106?
that's lots of different things needed, but just to give you just kind of.
Yeah, because there's
some
probably
idea.
a $40,000 worth of equipment in there that is done after the purchase of the vehicle.
And of course, we're asking for four-wheel drive, and we got bucket seats in front and a box that we're putting in back so that when you're carrying stuff in the back, it doesn't roll around and all that good stuff. So
So do
I
we
mean,
have the exact quote?
no, sir. This was verbal to them and a verbal response, and I'm waiting for a hard copy of the quotes.
So we have basically, what you got was basically a maximum, or what they determined, or they thought would be maximum level.
It's kind of on the desktop type of quote. And like I said, they're supposed to be working on hard copies to get to us, and it could change a little bit. But
Could-
again, I think the salesman was being conservative.
One question, and Zane, I'm not beating you up here at all. Can we look at crossover vehicles or something similar to a SUV, but not the same status as a SUV? Four-wheel drive?
Yeah, as long as it's got a crew cab, so that,
Right.
carry people and.
Okay,
Maybe Ford Explorer or,
Yeah, I mean, whether it's a Yukon,
It needs all-wheel drive though, or fourth-wheel.
yeah, all-wheel, four-wheel,
Yeah.
doesn't make any difference.
let's
Definitely have
do
to
that.
have
I don't think anybody's debating the
Yeah.
point of whether you need one.
Yeah.
It's just if we can get something for 60 instead of 100, whatever the
Yeah.
case may be. But if you guys wouldn't mind, I would appreciate y'all looking at prices on maybe the crossover vehicles.
I'll go on record as supporting the need for the vehicle though, absolutely. And let's move forward on finding the best value, best price, and what's required.
It still gets the job done, right?
Yep.
Are you okay with
Yeah,
that, sir?
I am. I was trying to get a price for budgeting purposes.
Get it-
To get it into this budget so that There's
I think
plenty
we-
of money there to get whatever's.
I think we leave that amount in there and then hope we come up
What's in
with
there?
something under.
So when we ended the discussion, we added a placeholder in capital outlay, just so we
Okay.
didn't, kept it fresh on our
That's fine.
minds. But we can put in, that estimate, that high-end estimate if you want, just to, and then of course, bring it down as August goes on. But that's just,
The estimate was 85,000.
85, okay.
Either that or a
Let's look and
placeholder
see if we
anyway.
can't find a four-wheel drive, four-door crossover or something that we could get in the,
Yeah, I think Explorer would be,
Interestingly enough, I think when SO has quoted those, they've come in higher than,
yeah, they have.
Tahoe.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Keep in mind also, the ones we quote are police package vehicles.
right, exactly.
So they have a little different
Police and
suspension and
receptacles.
everything else.
okay.
Now, there are SSVs, which is a service package vehicle.
Yeah.
That are a little cheaper than the patrol pursuit rated vehicles.
I think we have confidence you guys will figure out the
Yeah, they do a good job.
the best
Purchasing
thing
does
to
a good
present
job.
to us. And Ken, can y'all kind of get jumping on that so we can have something
Yeah,
by?
sure, we will, and I'll share it was the SSV that we had quoted.
Okay. Yeah, if we can get something else that will serve the purpose and save us a little bit of money.
Well, I was trying to save some money because the pickup truck was higher, so.
Good point. Good point.
Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Yep, thank you.
and then if you still have a few moments, I think Anna needed to come back and clarify something on some positions.
Morning, Anna.
Hi, good morning, everyone. I wanted to just confirm the positions being moved or added to precinct 4. I know it's 2 heavy truck driver positions that currently exist under precinct 2 that are vacant. That'll kind of try to make a wash for the 2 adds to precinct 4, but I didn't confirm the exact titles that were being added to precinct 4 so that we can actually nail down that salary amount.
Well, what I would recommend on that, just me personally, is if she's got heavy truck drivers, I don't want to take more experienced positions, I guess is what I'm getting at. And do you understand that, Tracy, what I'm saying? If you've got 2 heavy truck drivers, and you need the heavy truck driver as opposed to a light truck driver,
Or equipment.
equipment operator.
How does our hierarchy work? Does it?
It's heavy truck driver, then equipment operator, then a
Equipment
senior equipment
Right.
operator.
So I would rather you fill your needs. So if you've got 2 equipment operators you can move up, let's do that. And then I'll take the lower positions.
No, those are the lower positions that I have available. I filled my equipment operator and my senior equipment operator position. So the last 2 were the heavy truck driver positions.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
So that would be the answer, Anna?
So 2 heavy truck driver
Yes,
positions.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. And then and this is just for a future need, that does leave precinct 2 with only 1 heavy truck driver and 1 crew member position. So she has 2 entry-level positions. So in the future, if there's a vacated like equipment operator position or whatnot, I would get with precinct 2 to possibly recommend reclassifying to a heavy truck driver just to have another opportunity to train someone up, because at this point they would only have 2 of those types of positions.
Would you 2 be willing to get together and work on that right now? And if that's something that we need to make a classification change or something, let's do it in this budget.
Well, all the other positions are full. And so that would be kind of whenever
Right,
they're.
but if we need to
full.
reclassify something is what I'm getting at. If you're worried about the lack of a heavy truck driver, can you reclassify one of your positions?
The only position that I would be able to reclassify is the crew member.
Do you feel the
Right,
need?
and I don't think that person, their plan is to earn a.
It's not, unfortunately. It's an
I'm sorry?
entry level. It's not. It's an entry level position. So
They're
we
not
would have
planning
to.
on getting their CDL?
No. And so we would have to put them on a growth plan or a performance improvement plan, and then go from there if that's something that we need to reclassify. We'll have to discuss that.
I think the court would be supportive if you guys chose to make some reclassifications and come back to us. I don't think we would have any issues with that
I don't know that it's imperative that we do it
now.
now.
Right. I
But
think
please
that's
know we're
something we
receptive
can
to
work
that.
on.
Okay,
Okay?
sounds good.
That sounds good. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Anything else, Anna, while we have you on?
No, that was it, just confirming the titles, and so just for Francis's purposes, that the salaries for heavy truck driver, it's that 54,813. So those are the amounts that exist currently in precinct 2 that'll go over to precinct 4.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
thank you.
So we are good, and then to wait and discuss everything else we need to tomorrow morning.
Okay. All right. Dustin, does that cover everything, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Mercedes, we got I'm sorry, go ahead.
Is tomorrow a new meeting or a recess of this meeting?
It's a new meeting.
It is a new meeting?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Mercedes, we covered everything? Okay. Well, if there's nothing else that needs to come before the court, we're adjourned.